Welcome to another episode of Conversations with a Martial Artist. Today I have a fantastic guest, Professor Leo Negao. Leo is from Brazil. He comes from a really high pedigree of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He's trained with some of the classics and the greats of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He's a very well accomplished practitioner himself. He's been practicing since 1990. He's won numerous championships in Brazil. He's had a lot of experience in Vale Tudo, the fighting side, as well as MMA. He's trained many great champions and fighters himself. Really well regarded within the community. Really good focus on traditional Brazilian Jiu Jitsu as well. We talk a lot about self-defense here today, as that's sort of the main classic focus. Fantastic guy. Please do make sure to support him. I've put all the links below. Please don't forget, while you're here, support the podcast, subscribe here on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram at CWAMA Podcast. I will let you enjoy the podcast now. I hope you enjoy
it. Okay, so and then the point is that because people forgot about what martial art is, they start to mix it up with sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they forgot about, okay, so how am I gonna get home safe?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And now I'm doing judo, so I'm just a judo fighter, this and that. I say, yeah, right. Sometimes only judo not gonna be enough. What else? Or only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or only boxing, or this. That's why I say, so you need to mix the things really to really use for your self-defense. You know what I mean? And then people say, well, I'm not very good. But I say, you don't need to be very good to defend yourself.
Well, that's such a big thing, because you're right. There's so much sort of like purity that people have. Like people get really married to their style, don't they?
Yeah.
And when it comes to self-defense, I think people do mix martial arts up too much. They sort of think martial arts and self-defense are one and the same. And this is one of my big points. I don't think that they are, in my opinion, anyway. Yeah. Maybe you disagree. I think there's elements, obviously, that work together.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think there is a big confusion between the two,
about
right?
The self-defense point of view. Really knows how to defend yourself. I think this is more important is that people say, but if you look closely on the road, you don't have a winner. You don't have, it's something like, okay, so what you win, what you lost. No, it's your life.
Yeah, there's no street record.
There's no record. No, I'd be here up and say, okay, so what are you winning for that one? None.
Yeah.
So, okay, so yeah, that's why it's stupid, because if the guy has a gun or a knife, will take your life away. So, but martial arts need to be there. Like people say, oh, you're a BJJ champion, this and that. But as I learned, martial arts was for self-defense completely, and also work on the competitions.
Yeah.
But that means you're a champion Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're gonna survive on the road. Like this. Or else you're a boxing champion, you're gonna survive on the road. You never know. You must first of all avoid. If you can't avoid the situation, it means you don't need to use the martial arts.
Yeah. Then A-okay, you've done a good
job. You did a good job, because you know what I mean. So you're out of troubles. If you're out of troubles, you don't have a problem. So like people, say, oh, let's go to the festival, let's do this. And then if I'm in the pub and then see everyone get really drunk, I leave. Because I know myself. I know when if people try to do something to me, and sometimes I cannot stop. If I cannot stop, who's going to stop me? And then I look and say, oh, who's going to stop me here? Look like, the police are going to come, and then I'm going to fight
it's a much bigger problem than you think.
It's just a problem. So what I do, I avoid, I leave. You know what I mean? If things happen, it's out of my control, and then there we're going to use martial arts. But I'm never really going to put myself in a situation where I need to use what I know.
Yeah.
So that's.
I think that's so important to have that distinction between like what is a self-defense scenario and what's a martial art scenario, because like you say, you can be a huge champion and like have all these accolades, but it doesn't actually mean necessarily you're going to be fine in that like real life scenario.
Yeah, you say, I'm not so good. I say, you need to be so good to learn to defend yourself, is it?
Yeah. So what sort of stuff would you say you do need then? So you say, you don't have to be some amazing martial artist to defend yourself. What sort of things do you tend to
But like I say, you need to know how to avoid first of all.
Yeah.
And then probably a bit of boxing, some Thai boxing there, some ground. Most of the time, if someone put you down on the ground, you must know how to get off on the ground. Someone put in a chokehold, you must know how to escape. That's a real situation. Someone want to take your life away.
Yeah,
that's the key. So you don't need to be unbelievable to not allow the guy to choke you.
Yeah,
so that's fine. That's what I told the guy. You're doing good. People say, "Oh wow, you have been doing this for so long with this and that." Well, I'm not a champion. They say, all right, but you know how to defend yourself, is it? I don't see no one to meet you here on the gym.
Yeah.
No one to meet you. You're doing a great job because no one gonna kill you.
Yeah. And any day you're not being killed.
You understand? That's a good day. Yeah. You're gonna see the next day. Yeah. So that's the point. I say, okay. So let's think about defend ourselves first.
Yeah.
As you know how to defend, eventually your attack is gonna be even better. As you know how to defend. People want to know, they want to learn how to attack. I say, why not try to defend to see if the defense is good? And then I believe as you train, normally you tap. The best day probably was the day you tap out. Someone catch you on something. And okay, so he catch me on this. And then you need to think why he catch me on that choke. What I did wrong. So I supposed to avoid this or what else. Don't allow him to get to the position on this and that. Knows really how to defend because the attack is easy when you know how to defend.
Yeah, you've got that sort of safety blanket almost underneath, right? If everything goes wrong with your attack.
There we go. So you can see in boxing, Mayweather is the best because it's defense. You go on the most stuff like even in karate or Wing Chun or judo, the people know how to defend is the best attacks normally.
Yeah.
Canelo, in boxing, he's very good in defense too.
Yeah, his head movement.
Tyson.
Yeah.
It was hard to you touch a Tyson, isn't it?
Well, that's it, yeah.
But that's why I tell the people come to training for me on the ground, they say, okay, so as I teach you how to defend, you're gonna teach me how to attack.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Good.
Obviously, I'm escaping wrong, so it's easy to take. You know what I mean? But if you don't know how the guy is defending, you never know how to think. You're never gonna think ahead to take it up possible.
Yeah, so you can start to progress it. So you see, I've come up across this defense, so now I need to find a way around that, and vice versa, I guess.
Yeah. So you already few steps ahead. You can probably take it in on an armbar or something if you got the back in the situation. Hopefully people watching or listen to us knows about jiu-jitsu anyways.
Yeah,
most because if you doesn't know the language, it gets a bit complicated. But you say in boxing, like when the guy throw a jab or throw a cross, you know how to move to the side to punch the guy. Also in kickboxing, the Thai boxing, as he kick you, you block and then attack. Most come for the blocking, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think that's an important thing as well. What you talked about the language, about people understanding things. That could be a big thing that puts a lot of people off, I reckon, with martial arts. Because I feel like a lot of people, I'm going to say everyone deep down wants to know they can defend themselves, right?
Even myself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've had a few tests now.
No, but you see the point. It's not about the only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion.
Yeah.
It's about how to defend yourself. That's what people start to really go in different ways. And let's become Olympic, this and that. You see, most of the martial arts in the Olympic Games, go a little bit out of
the game.
You know what I mean? Become a really a game. It's not martial arts anymore. Yeah. So that's why I say, okay, gonna be something good for us or not. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu go to Olympic Games. It's no more footlocks, no more this, no more that. You see, get big, strange, and then they say no, it's not good.
So you reckon that's interesting, because I know there's a big.
You didn't change the rules. I took my students for a competition, and then I think my student grabbed the guy's leg and lift up the guy. He smacked the guy down to the ground, and the ref say disqualify. And I say, please, sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm ignorant about the rules, because I even don't want to know the rules. To be true, I don't want to know the rules, because what I was just actually move for the martial arts.
Yeah.
I say he just grabbed his leg and lift it up, but you cannot lift up.
You know, that's like
over your shoulders. That's the kind of Islam is a suplex.
Yeah.
So it's not allowed on the. I think it was a purple belt or blue belt. Blue belt, I think. It wasn't allowed to slam the guy down on the ground with full power. So, but you see, it's a good thing for sport, but on the road, probably I just take someone. You don't want to measure it. What you're gonna do to the guy?
Yeah.
So that's why I told the guys, I'm really sorry, but it's my fault because I didn't explain it to him.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's how you train. So do you train, is your style very self-defense oriented all the time? Or
All
do you
the
ever
time.
delve in? Okay.
No, I thought I'm not based on this, because after you can choose to do anything you like. You want to go to the competition, there you study the rules of that competition, and then do the different competition, different rules. I leave it to you, but I keep my way to live. That's Jiu-Jitsu is a part for me, myself. It's something like I told you, I'm really worried to know how to defend myself. I've been attacked already for 20 people. You know what I mean? And then a few guys I was strike, someone tried to grab me. I smacked his arm, nearly break his arm. And another guy tried to do this. I was there, use everything I learned to defend, to survive.
Yeah, just keep yourself alive. Yeah.
But that's, I need to be excellent on boxing. I need to be excellent on it. No, I just want to survive.
Yeah.
That's the game, isn't it? Because someone attack you, try to take your life away. So you must really worry about it. So you don't need to be excellent. I went to the gym, I top. No, I still meet that guy. I did this, I'm better. It's not just about, it's about defense.
Yeah.
Because the day you really need to defend yourself, your defense must be good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose that's a really good way of looking at it, because there'll be so many
that's
people.
That's the logic, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is very logical.
Logical. As you think, and then I say, okay, so cool. As I know how to defend myself, I can go anywhere on that planet. All right, fantastic. So you're 18, you're British, you want to travel. So you must know something, but come back to that country safe again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you go South America or anywhere on the planet, it can be the danger, isn't it? Even, obviously, even London, we can say, is very dangerous, but you need to be, where you don't put yourself away on a situation.
Yeah, especially as a stranger, if you're like visiting another country.
Obvious. Interesting, very interesting, because people come to me and then they say, oh, you're a cage fighter, you're this and that. I say, bro, but so many things you're going to use in a cage, you don't want to use on the road. So you must, watch this here, watch this and that, watch this. You see, in that kind of situation, most of the time, if you avoid the situation, like the guy once I was in Vauxhall, I was teaching boxing back in the day, and then one guy come to me, what, and then I said, someone to come to me like this. What else? He have a knife or a gun, or most of the time here in South London, a knife.
Yeah.
And then you know what I told the guy? No, I like your t-shirt. Where you bought your t-shirt? Oh, I really like your t-shirt. It's a nice t-shirt, isn't it? He said, yeah, nice t-shirt. Yeah, brother, yeah. And I said, okay. So, you know what I mean? If I really want to get in an argument with the guy, obviously, and then I say, okay, better off avoid, because I don't have nothing to win here.
Yeah.
Okay. On a good thing, okay, I put the guy down, I beat him up, and then what I win for this? I don't need to prove this to nobody.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. So that's what I try to pass to my students. I say, look, if you can avoid, just avoid.
That's the start, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
why have the hassle, huh?
Yeah, why? You know what I mean? If you really cannot avoid it, if your mom, what else? If your wife or your girlfriend, you cannot avoid that. You really need to fight. You need to fight really smart. You know, so what? How many guys you need to watch, see, and then if you can't avoid it, please avoid it.
Yeah.
But if you cannot, you know, don't try to be brave and then do silly things. You know what I mean? Because that's the key.
And I suppose the self-defense side of things, it's really interesting because you've got a really cool lineage in terms of your Brazilian Jiu Jitsu background.
I was training for Carson. I was training, you know, now they changed the top team. Also, I was training for Alliance and Shekma, Mate, all the guys. You know, the best teams. I was training for everyone. Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort, all the big names. Cool. Yeah, back in the days. But it's still like we agree, some things we cannot really avoid on the road. If you're on the back, someone come and hit your head. So how are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
So you need to avoid already to be there.
Yeah.
On that kind of situation, you know what I mean? Yeah. So okay, what's the area gonna go? So how's people there? So you need to study and then see. No. Yeah. So whatever, probably can die on that one. So you know what I mean? Some people they become good in jiu-jitsu. They think they can beat up everybody because they watch UFC.
Yeah.
All right, and then they think they can do the same thing they do on occasion. Or else start to do MMA on the big gyms in London. They're very good. Yeah. But to use this in a road is a bit different.
Yeah, and it's definitely a consideration like you have to make, because I suppose I see that all the time as well. There is a bit of a delusion feels a bit strong, but people really think that when they're really good at one element, one martial art or whatever it is, there becomes this element of like, I'm untouchable, right? But I think people don't have that reality.
You see, the martial arts give you self-confidence.
Yeah.
You become really self-confident. But again, as I have the best teachers in the world, they say, okay, so they come to me and they say, look, calm down. Because what you think, no, man, you can die, you know that. Yeah, brave people there. Has a lot of brave people dead, you understand? So don't be stupid. Try to concentrate, put your energy for your fights. You know, try to get in the competitions, this and that, behave. Don't go to the place, you know, you're a champion, what are you gonna do there? So, okay, so the kid's drinking, so you're a champion, and then you're there. So it means it's not their fault. You've been trained the whole day long to try, and then again, if I hold someone, probably I can kill the person.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to kill nobody.
Yeah.
So you understand what I say?
Get that on the record.
No, you understand what I say. So as you're training, like the guy get brown belt for me or get black belt for me, he must. I tell them, look, now you're in a position you can kill someone. So be careful. Don't drink that much. You know, because you lose a little bit conscious. You lose yourself there if you drink a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you can commit things you don't want to do it. For that 2 or 3 minutes you go out for yourself, you can ruin your life. It's somebody else's life too, families.
Yeah, it changes so much.
All right, so that's why the way people was teaching me was really to integrate myself, because I come from a very poor background. But as I get with Carson Grace, and also Fabio Gurgel is another guy from São Paulo, my teacher. He's the head coach from Alliance. It's like jiu-jitsu. By jiu-jitsu, I integrate myself on a society.
Yeah.
You know, I learn. You know, he always talked to me, my teacher Fabio. You must at least read 3 or 4 books a year.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I said, what are you talking about? He said, okay, so what you know? You know, because as you teach someone, you interact with that person.
Yeah.
So you must talk, you know, see, all right, so understand how the word is. How are you going to teach someone to get ready on that word if you don't know the word? And I said, interesting. And then I start to, you know, read this. That's why now I'm doing my master in computer science.
Oh, cool.
I finished my undergraduate, but also I did electronic on school when I was there training. You know, jiu-jitsu. That's why I say jiu-jitsu bring me to that kind. No, martial arts completely took me away. Like, okay, so discover the world, and then understand how the society is.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I say, as a kid on a pub, he see me, probably he gonna see, oh, that guy's a challenge. He's drunk.
Yeah. Everyone's seen a stupid young guy.
You understand that he come, starts to talk to me. People say, but it's not your fault. Obviously, it's my fault. Because that guy, I don't know what he's doing. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that is a very healthy attitude. Because some people will be like, fuck that guy.
No, but you understand what I say. I know really what I can do.
Yeah.
It's not like as you're boxing, you punch someone, maybe you don't have intention to kill him. But if I get someone's neck, I know what I'm doing.
Well, that's what you're practicing at the end of the
But
day.
you understand.
That's what the tap represents.
No,
isn't
he's
it?
not gonna tap.
Yeah.
He's
No, but I mean in training. Sorry.
in training. You know what I mean? You training, you tap, fantastic. You come, you ask me how to escape for this, how to escape for that. But as I grab someone, I know how I'm gonna end.
Yeah.
But you understand?
Yeah. But that stupid 18-year-old does it.
That's a very stupid. And then I know that kid, probably his father is in the same age of me. Because I ruinate someone's life, now maybe the whole family's life, and also my life, my family's life too, because they're stupid 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a whole life flushed. Yeah.
But that's why my coach says it's very important for you to get educated. Because as a teacher here, you cannot be a stupid person. Is there too much power for someone stupid?
Well, yeah, well, that's it, because you
it's too much power
so
you
many
put on
people
someone
around.
stupid. And then you cannot end up. You see, if you watch in my club, you see the massive guys, but you see no one in trouble. Because I talk to them, I say, look, this is gonna happen to you. You need to avoid. If you cannot really avoid, you know, because we say, we got kind of zone. When the guy penetrates that zone, if you can't avoid this, but if you cannot, you must survive, and then you must deal with the situation. But if you can avoid it, please just avoid. All right, so yeah, you're on the pub, and then you see people come really close to you. It's gonna go really bad. You'll say, okay, but can I have the bill?
Yeah.
And then you leave. But I tell the people say, oh, you tell this to your student. I say, it's the best way. I just tell the guy he's very tough. I know what he can do. He can kill someone. It's not like you have a boxer or has a karate guy. You're gonna probably break the guy's nose and this and that. No, jiu-jitsu, kill someone.
Yeah,
get on a choke, done. So, and then tell me about it. How are we really gonna go back there to try to bring a person to life again? He's dead.
Yeah.
So go on.
Yeah, there's not much.
There's no recover for that. It's not someone you break the nose.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's a heavier experience.
Very tough. That's why I say, look, with jiu-jitsu, we really must, get educated guy in different ways also. But yeah, you can see, in my club, you don't listen to this. So most of the guys, they come there, drug dealers, and then they become personal trainers. They do this, they do that. Because again, he starts to be more confident.
Yeah, hugely. Martial arts gives you so much in terms of outside of your life, huh?
You know what I mean? People think it's supposed to go all the way around, but I see people really behave different. I can prove. I don't want to tell the names because
So no names in public. Yeah,
but it's a lot of improvement.
Yeah,
and by that years I've been teaching, and then how many people I've been helping with martial arts.
Well, that's it. You have been teaching for a very long time as well. You were saying, is it?
Yeah, I don't want to tell you my age.
I won't hold you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
A long time.
A long time. A really long time, and then I've been helping people. And then I see improvement, because something you can improve. That's why I had the top. It makes it. So that's the guy, oh, I tap. I say, but sometimes tap is important because you put yourself in a limit. If you look for any sport, right, most of the martial arts, you need to have a gloves, you need to have a this, to go to extreme, go really for the limit.
Go hard, yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, you can go hard without no protection.
Yeah, from the get-go.
Because I got the control, and then also you got the control. But sensible, it must be sensible to don't break each other. But in another martial arts, you must have a lot of protection.
Yeah, and you've got to have
around
rules and things.
That's why I
so,
say.
Yeah.
So you need to really be on different ways to deal with the situation, and that's it's so important. And then also jiu-jitsu is the start for the older martial arts. Like when you put a guy down to the ground, that's when you start on your back.
Yeah.
Because judo before you could work on your back more than 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah, they've got a limit for that.
Now it's something like 30 seconds or 10 seconds.
Yeah,
you can be on your back. So they change, become a sport. It's not martial arts anymore. Wrestling, you need to turn your back to the guy. So it's not really what you really want to do on a real situation.
Like realistic fighting.
You know, and most of the time, as you take someone stronger than you, you're gonna end up with your back on the ground. So that when you start, that's why I say jiu-jitsu start when the guy's finished. The guy push you down, and then they start. You have a different options to do different things.
Yeah, and that's something that's so unique about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in particular, isn't it? Is the ground element, the fact that it's very thought of. And again, obviously your background's very traditional. You're sort of up there near the top of the popularity. But that was all very self-defense based, right? In Brazil especially, that was the huge
But that's the way it
started,
is in self-defense. That's why we in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I say in my club, we really, I treat everyone the same because, you know, everyone has different goals. But, and again, everyone want to defend themselves. So the common goal. So you don't need to be expert. Wow, tapping everyone in the gym or things like that. You see people really proud. Oh, I tapped the guy, I did this. Oh, I come to his back, I went to his back, and did this and did that. I say, but then you just want to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he can do better on the road than you. He can go back home safe.
Yeah.
That's the point. You know, he's not about.
That's their standard.
Yeah. And then again, the role, you know, the role we do.
Yeah.
Most of the time was just to make you strong, to survive when someone is make you up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Was something like 30 or 35 minutes. Just self-defense. And then again, didn't have a class. You know, you have 20 people in a class. So no, before it was private.
Okay.
You know, one teacher was teach 1 or 2 person max.
Okay, right.
I remember it was 2 person max, and then only private. And then another teacher 2 free private. They say, you know why don't put them to spar together? You know,
see what happens.
And then they start. Okay, so let's start a class. They start a class, but normally you learn martial arts on private.
Okay, right. That's interesting.
That's why I learn a lot now computer science, because my teacher in computer science, I was teaching in private. He was teaching me computer science. You know, so this was 2014 when he started.
Oh, right.
Long time ago. And then he was doing private class in computer science. He is a master graduate in UCL, and then also was working here for different companies in the UK. And he was interested to learn jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
And then I said, why we don't exchange? I teach you jiu-jitsu, you know, you teach me how to compare to a program, because I know the hardware. I know how to fix the hardware, like TVs or any electronic things that can really fix back in the days. Now it's just one microchip, isn't it?
No.
So you open the TV, is just one microchip. You open it, so now you need to change. So you cannot repair anymore. Before we can repair.
Yeah.
So, and then he said, no worries, let's start he starts to learn a binary. I said, what binary? Basic 2. And then he started, in the end, I started to do my A-levels in maths.
Oh, wow.
He said, no, you know what? Do your A-levels in maths. This is going to be good to make you more logic.
Okay.
Right? Because because jiu-jitsu is about logic.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Most of the fights are about logic. You know what I mean? Take the bad situation or think of 3 or 4, 5 steps ahead.
Yeah, what's happening
of the guy. You know what I mean? Even a Wing Chun or another martial arts, when the guy comes, pop, that's it. So it's about logic, how you're gonna set up the guy and how the speed you're being studied the guy for maybe 5 or 6 rounds. And you know what I mean? When he moves there again, pop, I take that guy. So it means a lot of logic involved also in the program. Now we say martial arts, you can bring for martial arts to program and also to program to martial arts.
I would never have thought of the connection between martial arts and computer programming.
is a big time. I think one of the first guy fight UFC was a computer program.
Oh, really?
It was second guy. So I remember the guy said, "What are you doing for labor?" "Oh, I'm a computer program." Remember the UFC?
Yeah.
Back in the days.
Back in the day,
want to have a fight. Yeah, most of the people, they're very special. You know. Because, you know, sometimes, again, it's an art.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's a true art can go together because it's very logic.
Yeah, it's funny because you don't think about that because everyone thinks about martial arts being very physical, I guess.
It's 90% in the brain.
Okay.
90% of the brain. 90% of the brain. So if you're not wary, that's why I say you need to set yourself up for self-defense, not for competition. And then you see anybody get younger? No. People get older.
Sure.
So older you are, more technical you need to be to defend yourself. Leo, bro, I didn't tap no one in the gym. I say, no. You must make sure no one tap you.
Okay.
So that's
Priority 1.
Know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
But that's the key.
So where does the competition element of jiu-jitsu slot in then, to your mind?
Basically, jiu-jitsu not for competition. That basically.
Okay.
It's not something really for competition. But they say, okay, the roll is fine, we're rolling, we have this, we can control the locks, this and that. So let's put on competition. That's why they say. I remember that when they started putting the points.
Okay.
Yeah. I was there because I was the guy who was putting the match together because I didn't have the money to pay for the competition.
So you go and help set up.
BJJ, that back in Brazil. And then I say, okay, so what I can do, I can come early, help the guys to put on the match together because they didn't have nobody. The competition was Sunday. Very hard to find the stuff. And I said, no, I help. And I can put the tables, everything, and then I can fight for free. And then the guy said, okay, so if you're up to, come on, let's do it. And then I start to fight because this is 91, 92.
Right, wow.
You know, really back in the day.
So that's why I was curious because you've got such a big competition history doing all sorts, right? So I wonder for someone that's so self-defense oriented with your teaching and things, how it sort of fits in. Do you have to
that's
change
why I say
much?
I start when didn't have a competition.
Yeah. Yeah, well that's it. It's the traditional Gracie stuff.
Yeah, when people really start to go to the gym to challenge somebody. We went to the gym to challenge.
Did you get to take part in some of them?
Yeah, obvious.
Oh,
when I went to Sweden, people didn't want to know about jiu-jitsu. That's one 2000 or 1999.
Yeah, I suppose
something like that. People didn't know so much jiu-jitsu over here. I think when I come here the first time, it had I think one guy only.
Wow.
And then after Maurice's coming.
Yeah.
But you can ask Maurice, people come to your gym to challenge you.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then you need to be up the guy. Yeah. To prove jiu-jitsu really work.
Yeah.
Because people didn't know what jiu-jitsu is. You know, they didn't have the UFC on TV like we have now. People didn't know what ground. They said Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. They said, oh, the capoeira, the dance. That's what people were saying. But when I started to fight, didn't have really competition on.
Right. So your competition would be the challenge matches.
Yeah.
And things like that,
really. When I start to train, has classes, but they say we're gonna start classes now. But before it was just private.
Just private, like you said, yeah.
You know what I mean? No one, you don't learn martial arts on group. No, you cannot. It's your teacher and you.
Ah, wow. So I suppose that's probably why it passes on so pure, because I guess you'll get the same ideas.
I was helping my teacher to do his private class.
Yeah.
He was. That's why you learn. You become like your teacher.
Yeah, and I guess it'll really help you take on their mentality as well.
100%. It's like when I say, I was telling the person, he didn't know me, because as you see me, you think I'm some just brutal guy, isn't it? You look, oh man, that guy. He probably
You're a big dude, Leo. That's why.
No, that's the common misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Because people doesn't know me, they think I'm a really crazy man. So no, but you know, most of my clients, man, they're multi-billionaires. You know what I mean? Some people I train there, they're very rich.
Yeah.
And I need to interact with that people. And that people, probably, if you don't know how to interact with that, it's fine. And they take some classes for you, but eventually, no.
Yeah, it's not long term.
Not long term. They don't want to stick with it because it cannot. You understand?
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle, I guess. Probably. I mean,
no, it's not about the because they're very simple too. But the point is about how we're going to interact with someone.
Okay.
Get a bit tough. You know what I mean? You say, okay, fine for today, but next week I'm not in the country.
Yeah, I'm busy now.
I'm busy now. You understand? Because that's the way it goes. They don't have a time to, you know, someone come, no, please.
No hassle.
No hassle, yeah. You cannot, you know what I mean? In a city like London or Sao Paulo or Tokyo, New York, people, you know, they need to do things. They cannot stop.
They're busy places.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Some people really, sometimes can be really hard. And, but that's why I tell you, as you know, I had a chance to change my life. Because most of the people, most of my friends will say, they're all dead. I think I had another one in prison. Where I come for the favelas in Brazil.
Right, okay, yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Hard life, yeah.
So as I started to train on the way, I learned so much things. Because as you go to the gym and then you meet, now his father is a president for that company. That people, so your friends is a completely different.
Starts to change. It's not just the people you've grown up with.
Yeah.
It's all these from different lifestyles.
From different lifestyle, and they start to teach you things. They said, no, you can do this. Why not? Who say you cannot do this?
Yeah.
Why not? So try.
Yeah, like your computer science guy.
Yeah. So you learn on the way. I learn English. I learn French. I learn Italian. So I'm fluent in five language. But I was interacting with people, exchanging jiu-jitsu.
Wow! So you just from those sort of jiu-jitsu interactions.
Obvious. Yeah.
Wow.
So I found a teacher. I remember this really when I was teaching custom Gracie in Royal Oak, really back in the days. The guy said, "Oh, I'm teaching English, this and that, just around the corner here." I said, "What? Around the corner? Where? No, after the church on the right." I said, "Okay, there. Can I come to?" For your no, I teach you private. I said, okay, I teach you jiu-jitsu then.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I start to learn English and exchange for jiu-jitsu. You know, Italian exchange for jiu-jitsu. Swedish, also I learned Swedish. French, I was doing private class on Alliance Française. But you know, most of the time the martial arts are helping me to develop in that way. But most of the people, they probably think, oh, Leo, he's just drinking drugs and what they think, you know, most of the cage fighters, they do.
Yeah, there is a reputation.
Bigger reputation about drugs and fight. But if you look closely, MMA is just a mix.
Yeah.
Don't have a structure.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a martial arts, not a self-based martial arts. And then most of the Gracie family was small people. Yeah. So they must be really smart to develop a different game, leverage, how to design a different structure really to defend yourself.
Well, that's it. It's so unique because there's no, you think about the Gracie family, who obviously, if anyone listening doesn't know, obviously they're the founders of the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
But the way that there's no family more successful than them really in martial arts, is there? The way they've spread it, the way they've developed it, and sort of the effect that it's had. BJJ is huge.
Huge. And I think that's just the beginning. Because they say about the control, about how teach you, some people get confident. But that's why the teacher must be there to say, look, you must be careful because, to defend yourself, you need more than this. So, and then also, you need to avoid, because if you grab someone, so you can kill someone. So that's not like boxing. So yeah, you know what I mean? So it's very important.
And so I'm curious then how the striking works for you, because obviously you've done a lot of striking in your time. I
did it.
Because it's Vale Tudo really was your main sort of
my main thing.
I'm sorry, would you mind just explaining for anyone listening that isn't familiar with Vale Tudo?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't grab the balls and guy.
Eye gouging.
Eye gouging. No eye gouging, not grabbing the balls. And everything goes. So that's what's very interesting.
Yeah, and I suppose you're at the pinnacle of that in Brazil, because that was a huge thing, huh?
Very huge, because I've been the martial arts since I'm 7 years old or something. Okay. I did capoeira, karate, this and that. One day I was on the road, just near to Gracie, and then I was playing, what's the name of the game? The karate game, and this and that. And Gracie saw me, he said, look, you wanna try jiu-jitsu? That's what my first contact with jiu-jitsu. He said, jiu-jitsu. Wow. I said, okay, cool. So come for me. And then I come for him, and it has the team, Gracie's team.
Yeah.
And then he said, you put the gloves, they are not allowed to strike you. You're gonna strike then. All right, start. And then I start. I start there, I think it was Murillo, was another fighter was there. I come to strike then. He put me down, passed to my back and choked me out. And they say, you okay? You need to tap. I say, what, tap? Like that? I say, I didn't know what tap is.
Yeah. Oh, they
I didn't went unconscious. Yeah, I didn't went unconscious. But again, and then and again, and then eventually I started tapping and I said, wow, my God, I must learn this.
Wow.
I spoke to my father, he said, oh, that Gracie's. I will know him because my father was a karate, Kyokushin Thai champion. Cool. So father was already very good, but the Grace family has the name, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he said, oh, good. So you need to go back and train for the guys.
Wow.
You must learn the ground because the ground is gonna be the next step.
Yeah.
Because my father knows already because of the Kyokushin. He was a brown belt at the time. And then he said, that's going to be the next step for martial arts. It's going to be the ground game because it has so much to learn. I said, really? I said, okay, cool. And then I lost a big contact from the guys. And then one of my friends started to do it. And then I was at his house and we started to he took my arm. I said, oh my God, he took my arm. And then he brought me for his teacher gym. But his teacher also was from Carson. Was Sergio Bolão. Everyone called him Bolão. He was big and very good fighter too. And then he said, oh, you don't have money, you can come, you can train, no problem. But I want you to fight. You don't want to be on the road.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then I started training for him and then really like it.
And how old are you at this point, sorry?
14.
Okay, cool.
Problem I was fighting all the time on the road. But jiu-jitsu brought me for that, He say, okay, so you need to start to fight, this and that. You need to come every day to the gym. You need to clean up the gym before we start. When we finish, you clean up the gym. You're doing this, you're doing that. You need to go to school. If you don't go to school, you're not allowed to come here. I say, okay, cool. And so all that kind of things, what my friends didn't have it, I had it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people to guide them to do good things.
Yeah, you're getting that direction, and that's fantastic. I mean, to have that as an introduction, because that's the classic story that you hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of the Gracies back in the day, go round and, you know, picking on these other styles, choking these guys out.
Yeah, and then his best students, they keep like their son. They treat you like you're part of the family, bro.
Oh, that's good.
You know, the guys was taking me to their house to eat. Come, let's go eat. And so, let's eat. You know, they had no money. He wasn't no money, bro.
Yeah.
So they treat you like someone for their family.
That's fantastic, because I suppose that makes such a difference, particularly someone in your position as like a teenager there, growing up in the favelas and things. That must have such a huge difference of your life.
But that's why I say all my friends is dead now. You know, there's one in prison and you go there to see him. But bro, it's hard, a tough life. So, and the martial arts teach me this. And then that's why I want to teach in Brixton, Croydon, all the areas. I tell the guys, could be us, man. We are here now. Let's take advantage. You know, the society in England is not bad like you think. You know, this is not bad. Just trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I just know. But they need to listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They listen to me because they know where I come from. You know what I mean? If someone else go there and tell them it's not that bad, they say shut up. Yeah. But when I talk to them, and that's why I modify so many lives there. Because when I talk to them, they need to listen to me. Because bro, I come from the favelas. Over here is a paradise.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Even the worst bits.
But you know, in England, if you put the work, you can get a reward. In Brazil, if you put the work, you don't want to have a reward at all.
It's not guaranteed,
So it exists. So anyway, you try to move and then I found a fight. I said, okay, I can fight. And then I can do that things. So I need to keep that road. I must keep that road.
And so when did you leave Brazil?
That's what the story, look. Because again, Fabio was someone I was pushing me to improve myself. And someone invited me to first of all, to work in Italy. And also another person invited me to go to Sweden on the summer. And I say, cool, so let me contact the first guy from Italy to get hold of him, because he said, no, you can live in Italy, Torino on the mountain. There's someone very rich there in Torino. So you can come, I pay you a hotel, you just teach me jiu-jitsu all day long.
Wow.
But he was training 2 hours a day. Right, and it's okay, that's a very good idea, but I'm gonna do a seminar in Sweden, and then after come to you. And then I went to Sweden, I did a seminar over there, and then I come to Italy. I love the mountains there, beautiful. And then I was teaching in Torino and Monaco.
Okay.
Because it's just 2 hours driving.
Okay.
I was teaching from Tuesday to Thursday evening in Italy, and then pass on the weekend and on south of France. That's why I speak both languages.
I was going to say, yeah, that's that. Now I understand the language.
But the beginning,
all over the place.
Yeah, but in the beginning of the three language,
yeah.
because the English also from Sweden. So it was in my mind, and then I said I must learn, and that's why I found people to teach me in different places.
Yeah. And how long were you doing that for? Sort of between Sweden and Monaco?
Years. Everything years and years. So now I'm based in London, in England. I'm British anyway, but I always travel. So, but now people knows me last season. Before I was the champion, this and that. People call it all the time to go there. So now it's more quiet. I keep my gym.
Yeah.
I teach that, this and that. And but you know, some people still invite me to go to the gyms. I prefer to be more quiet now.
Yeah, take the easy.
Travel make you very tired. As you need to travel to here, to that, to teach that. Yeah, but it's fine.
Although I saw you, I can't remember what it's called now. Did you go to the Calibre experience or something? I've seen advertised for
that's one thing we was trying to design it, because a few the guys I've been training with, one stopped to use drugs, have drugs. He's a DJ, and then he say, I do much better now because I don't use more drugs. I don't drink anymore. And then say, how you stop? And then he starts to put it together. Say, we must try to bring this to people. Because I think so many people up there, they really don't want to become a champion in martial arts, but they want to stop drugs.
Yeah.
But how you stop? And he has another friend, or his friend, also has a method like really, to help to sleep, to do things like that. And I said, why we don't bring different styles and try to build up something really everyone can use to improve their life? Maybe you cannot stop to use the drugs, but you use less.
But it's something.
You use it less.
Yeah.
And then that last become really, really small. Eventually, you don't use anymore. So that's the point. You get one point, you stop to do it. And James told me, okay, Leo, let's put something together. And then we tried to put, breath work, everything really traditional for martial arts.
Yeah, I saw, because it was really interesting. I think Dwayne Harper, who's been on the podcast before as well, he pointed me that way, because I think he was coming to teach one of them as well.
Yeah, but he has some problems. But I said Dwayne also can pass his experience, because he'd been doing jiu-jitsu for so long, and what martial arts give it to you. I'm being studied. I think it's about your hormone levels. As you're training, your hormone levels get really on a good level.
More balanced, you mean?
Yeah, you got balance. That's why you feel good.
Okay.
And then carry on training because you want to feel good again.
Yeah.
So and then eventually you say, if I feel good here, why I need to go there? So okay, I keep it here.
Yeah, you don't need that like
you don't need
that hit but somewhere else.
It's like everyone else, like everything else. You to reach that point, take a little while. You know what I mean? So okay. So it's staged. That's why I was telling James. My observation is you start to progress nice slowly. You didn't stop at one go. So that's why people come. We try to then it's completely normal if you feel you want to do again, but you're gonna see in a point you start to not penalize yourself, but you start to say, I don't need this. Why am I doing this? And then you start to progress. People stop to smoke. Smoke is the big one.
Yeah.
My God. So
well, that's the thing, because that's one that so many people are addicted to, like across the world.
Yeah, smoke. But again, it's another stage. You go nice, slow, a different stage. I see a few of my students, they stop to smoke after a while. Because, and then I say, why? And then I start to see, in the chemical wise, why? That must be that. And then I realize it's about your hormone levels.
Hormones. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, because I know a friend of mine was very similar, used to smoke, but it was affecting performance. I'm like, I love rolling every day and
but you understand, you're rolling,
yeah.
That's the reason why you stop.
Yeah, that's it.
But eventually, as chemical, something like your hormone levels get in a perfect stage, harmony, I would say, come in very perfect harmony.
Yeah.
You don't need any more the drugs to take you on that level.
Yeah, you've got that balance, I guess.
And then eventually you feel good the whole day long after training.
Yeah.
So it means you don't need to have drugs anymore to feel that good for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you change one to another.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. That's what I told the guys. So what happened? Let's see how you become strong. And then to become strong, it's few different levels, because different layers in our brain, in an abstract way, gonna be different layers to break through, isn't it? Like you come and then sometimes you're so low, maybe your hormone level is so low, but you really should get to that level. So you need to keep training, and then feeling good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my explanation. Probably I'm wrong with that. It's just theory.
But it makes sense.
All your hormone levels, I forgot, serotonin.
Dopamine probably is the reward.
There is so many need to get in a perfect level for you to feel good. Tell you an example, like when you help someone, why you feel good? Because it's building us. Your hormone levels, as you help someone, you see the good, you feel good. So your hormone levels get in on perfect balance. So that's why you always want to carry on, do good things.
Yeah, it makes you want to keep doing it.
Keep doing, because your hormone levels get in the good things, and then you feel good. That's what for us to keep the word in English, my God, it's like a survival mode, kind of survive. See, you see some sick people, they don't have compassion.
Okay, yeah.
Because they don't have the level of hormones to have compassion.
Yeah.
They're sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So as you see someone, you help that person, oh, he's dying, and you help them, you feel good too. So that's also apply as you're training. You do your train, I say, oh, no, I need to do my training. You can see sometimes you something goes, but it's not really nothing, but you miss that level, that drug.
Yeah. I'm exactly the same. I think for me, if I've had to take a few lessons off, or you miss a week, you're on holiday or whatever, and you haven't trained, I'm a nightmare.
No, you don't feel like, but people probably close to you can realize. You probably just think, miss something in my life. What it is, what makes in my life. Okay, so that's missing my life is training.
Yeah.
Because bring to that balance. Everything about life is the balance. No much, no less, but perfect stage.
Getting the level right.
Yeah, make you feel good. Sometimes you say, oh man, I don't want to go hard. I just want to go a little bit. I want to do my thing. I respect. People come in that way. Look, I say, look, just do some position train. Like this, you try to see things you are bad and work on it. You know what I mean? Carry on. Just move a little bit your body. It's good for you.
Do something, even if it's not like super hard.
It's very hard though. Sometimes the very hard is not good. It's more like really to adapt. Maybe you need that hard spot once a week. Once or twice a week. That's it. No more than that. Because what else start to damage so much your body.
Yeah, that's it. It's always those hard sparring sessions that you feel banged up afterwards, and then you don't want to train the next day, or you're sore.
And then my question to you: what make you come in on that grappling way? Was it UFC or
no? So for me personally,
why you start to do grappling? Because you come from a background for striking.
I've always loved martial arts. And I'd always done sort of various striking things. Striking was always much more enjoyable. I loved it. I didn't know much about grappling. I played with judo as a kid, but for 6 months. And then I went to an MMA for beginners course. It's like an 8-week course. And we're doing the striking. I'm like, oh, it's a bit different, but it's cool. I'm happy with that. And then we did the grappling, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Also, the counter here is not really people here. When they see people grapple, roll on the ground, they say, no. So, and then they say, guys, but this also martial art.
Yeah.
It's another design, but people don't have education about it.
Yeah, and I think that lack of education, people don't realize how powerful it is. Because I still have this conversation with people now that don't train, that they go, oh, what's this jiu-jitsu?
Now have a UFC. Now has a UFC is a bit different.
Yeah, it does change things, but I think
change a lot.
People don't think about just grappling from the outside, how powerful it is, and until you feel it. Like, I had a respect for jiu-jitsu because I always loved martial arts, but until I was, first of all, in that guy's guard or under the guy's mount, then I was like, oh, now I understand. And then literally the next day I went, I need to find wherever my closest jiu-jitsu gym is, and I signed up there.
Yeah, but sometimes take a while really for you to say, this really work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I say, as a game, you can top, but in a real life, you cannot top. That's gone, finish.
Yeah. That's one and done.
Yeah, one and done, yeah. So that's what, all that martial arts story, to bring everything together. That's why I created, you see the website, the social media I created,
The fighter books?
Yeah. To bring all the martial arts there, where you can download and also upload videos. To create a kind of weak page, about videos. Because I see so many things nice on Instagram, but I cannot download.
Yeah.
And then it's you know what?
You see it once, you think about it, and then it's gone.
I'm gonna create. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna create a website where the users can also upload the videos, and if people like, they can make some money, and also people can download, because you can download the resource and then keep there on your phone, and then time to time you look a little bit, keep it there, and then all the time you need, you can download, you can share with your friends too. And then also I put things there for my students and tell them, look, use this like a resource. Because that technique can be very good. Look at that, take it down, look at this, look at that. So it's a way really people can, it's like a library, isn't it?
Yeah, but
just for fights.
And so that's available to sort of anyone. Is it anybody? Is it jiu-jitsu specific?
No, it's everything.
Okay.
It's MMA, BJJ, grappling, judo, anything I see good, nice on Instagram and YouTube. But YouTube, I'm concerned a little bit because some people put things there on YouTube to make money. If I grab anything, I'm a computer program.
Yeah.
If I grab anything, that I need to ask for permission.
Yeah, there's all the copyrights.
In Facebook or Instagram or any open source, I can download it because it's open source.
Sure.
But a normal person cannot download. But I can really.
So you see it, you just
I can code and collect, and then there people can share. But it's already available on a platform, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not really I need to ask for permission because this is open source.
Yeah, you just put it into sort of a centralized location where you say, students, look at this.
Yeah, anybody can look at this and then take it. I have 3,000 people there already.
Oh, fantastic.
It's less than 6 months, 3,000 people.
Yeah.
I say people start to talk to each other. At one point, everyone's gonna come over here to collect the things, and then my idea really gonna be good. You know what I mean? So, but all the things about really make people interact with martial arts, because I think the benefit about martial arts is the self-defense. That kind of equalize, isn't it? Equalize, yeah. You feel really okay, so it's fine. But eventually, you don't look so much. I need to make £1 million because people are gonna be really happy when I'm rich. And I say, okay, that's the point of view. But don't mean you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Wait. So what be rich really means. I'm very healthy, so I have a good start. So okay, so I don't need a much.
Yeah.
So and then you stop to do things like having the fast life, like the kids are helping them. And I say, bro, think about it. Look at you. You look like you come from the Greek. Bro, your body's perfect.
You're like, yeah.
What you really need, I say, what you really need, how much money you want to have it, because it'll make no sense. You're going to leave your money in the bank.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a car. Okay. You're going to buy the car. All right, fantastic. But again, it's not really this what you're looking for.
Yeah. Especially with martial arts, I think it does, after a while, it balances you. You see someone chill out and relax about things the further through a journey they go, right?
But that's why I say, so people talk to me. The last thing I talk is about money. I talk about survival, probably. I want to have some saves in case it goes really bad.
Yeah.
But no, because look, you're going to die. No, okay, so you're born naked. No money, nothing. Okay. Anything you make after that is a profit.
Yeah,
right. Anything is a profit. So you wait on profit, and then you die.
Yeah.
So you die naked. So it means you don't have a special pocket to bring your money where you fucking go. Sorry, but where you go, and after that, you don't want to use that money.
Yeah.
So that money must make you just comfortable here, but you're very in good health already. So eventually, so you're gonna do alright. I know how, but you understand. Sometimes if I don't need to have the conversation with that person, I just need to be close to him for him to realize how happy I am.
Yeah.
When he asks me why I'm happy, I say, look at me. So you're mad or what? Crazy. So what I need, I can't
you got everything that you need. Enjoy your life.
That's just the reality. You just live in the present, in the moment. That's what you need to do. Living now, because maybe tomorrow gone, mate.
Yeah. Well, I suppose especially you with your background with the favelas and everything like that, you've seen sort of both sides of it, and you know, all the people you work with and teach, and like it's interesting to hear you have that like a really healthy perspective on money, because not everyone does.
But again, the good thing is, as you talk to someone very rich, the last thing he's talk about money. He talk about strategy. About think ahead. Yeah. And then what we do in martial arts, think ahead all the time.
Yeah.
But again, the more you think ahead, the more you say you don't need all that money to be happy.
Yeah.
Money, fine. The only thing money really can give to you is to be comfortable. Right, we're gonna have a flight. Okay, we're gonna go to Thailand, go first class, probably. But I go on economy class, but I'm gonna get to Thailand anyway.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a hotel there, you're gonna expend maybe 1,000 a day. You're gonna be in another hotel, you're gonna expend 50 quid. But still the same bollocks.
Same place, same
life. The
same
same story. But again, if you're really healthy, you can enjoy life.
Yeah, that is a huge.
It's huge. That's very huge.
Yeah.
It's something like if you're not healthy, you're not gonna enjoy life.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to be honest, Leo, I think that takes us pretty much to an hour. That is a beautiful way to end it. Thank you for your time. Can you tell people where's the best place to find you? Anyone that wants to follow? I'll put all the links to your fighter books and your school and things like
my school, please. And you know, the best, you can send them an email. But I'm teaching now in Kingston, but in the future now, probably gonna start to teaching back. Where I'm at university. I think I'm gonna rent some space there because I finished my course. So I'm gonna have more time now. Probably gonna teach Central London. Like this, also my students. I have so many students. They cannot connect to Kingston. It's a bit further.
Yeah, it's far out.
And then people in Central London can probably see me for the next month. Not next month, but I think I'm gonna start to in September, or November. Probably gonna start to teach in Central London again. But you know, just drop my email. I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
I'll put in whatever description people are listening on whatever platform. I'll have all of your social media and things on there. The Fighter Books link.
Please
check it out. Please do make sure to follow Leo, and you'll be able to keep up wherever you end up going and teaching. We'll be there.
I was welcome to come. If you don't want to enjoy the classic, you can come to watch to learn the techniques.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you learn more when you watch than you train.
Yeah, it helps. So, sometimes you need to sit back and have
I think most of the time, as really watching, that's what you learn.
Yeah.
Because you need to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, I suppose if you're not just doing it yourself.
Yeah, because as you are there, involved, you go a lot bit, but as you're watching, you must, you know, so you're watching this, yeah,
that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, thank you very much for your time, Leo. That was a really cool conversation.
Thank you for having me here. And then probably you come to see me.
Definitely, I want to come down and have a roll.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Leo is quite a character. As promised, you'll find in the description box for whatever platform you're listening on links to everything that we discussed. You can go and train with Leo if you're interested. Reach out to him. Check out Fighter Books as well. The link's there. His online platform that we're discussing as well. Please don't forget to support the podcast. Make sure you share this with another martial artist. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and Spotify. Follow us on Instagram for regular updates and short clips. All can be found at CWAMA podcast. Make sure to subscribe, rate the show, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for listening.